Hey guys, welcome. I am back with another foundation review and the newest foundation out in the drugstore. It's the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with SPF 50. What? And I'm all for SPF. I'm all for taking care of the skin, and why not do it in a foundation? So today I'm going to do a 2-day full day wear test and show you guys how this foundation works on my very oily skin and my big pore prone skin. So if you're interested in seeing how both of these days go, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let's get started. All right guys, so let's start. I already put my moisturizer on, sunscreen, all that good stuff for the morning. So for day one, I'm gonna start off with primer. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier blurring primer. What is up on my head? Oh, I feel like this primer does blur. I'm gonna let the primer sit on the face for a few minutes and I'll be back. All right guys, so this is how the foundation looks. It comes in a squeezy tube. It says antioxidants plus concentrated serum. So now that the primer synced in nicely, I'm gonna do the left side with a brush and the right side with a sponge. And then tomorrow I'm gonna see which one works better, and that's what I'll use to do the other wear test. And per the usual, as I place the foundation on both sides, I'm gonna give you all the info about the foundation. The L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with SPF 50 comes in 30 shades. I am in the shade Sand 70. It is formulated with SPF 50, vitamin B3, and hydrating serum for all day hydration. It evens tones and provide a natural radiant finish. Its lightweight formula does not settle into lines. It has all the benefits of a foundation with the added advantage of all-day hydration and SPF 50. It retails at Target and Walmart for $11.99. Suitable for sensitive skin, tested under dermatological control, and the foundation is in a 1-ounce bottle. Alright guys, this is how the foundation looks with nothing on it, just barely the 2 layers on my skin. This is the brush side. And then this is the Beauty Blender side. I feel like the Beauty Blender side looks a lot more radiant and natural as opposed to the brush side. The brush side is giving us a little bit more of the full coverage effect, which is good. That's what the brush usually does. But I'm really liking the Beauty Blender side actually. And it's definitely buildable. I thought it was going to be very, very sheer like the CoverGirl Clean Fresh foundation, this one. But it's reminded me a little bit more of the Dream Urban Cover foundation that looks like this. Oh, which also has SPF 50 and comes in the same bottle. But, did oxidize a little bit. I would say maybe a shade. Usually drugstore foundations are just known to oxidize. That's just how they do. And this one does just a little. It's not as drastic as it to be, you know? So yeah. I'm just going to use setting powder today because it is a lightweight foundation. I want to treat the foundation as a lightweight, not as a full coverage. Although I feel like you can really build it up. So I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back, full face and everything. This is the brush side. And then this is the Beauty Blender side. I'm actually liking the Beauty Blender side right now a little better just because it gives that natural radiance as opposed to the brush. It made it a lot full, I can't speak. It made it more full coverage. So yeah, I think this one's looking natural. It's looking radiant. It's giving me a nice little glow, which is what the foundation is. It's a hydrating foundation. So we're going to treat it as such. But I have oily skin, so hopefully my oily skin doesn't break down the foundation completely because that's happened before. Sometimes hydrating foundations can work. They just work, and sometimes they just fall apart. You just never know, especially with oily girls like us. And guys, I am so tired. I went to the Aventura concert yesterday, and I'm literally on 4 hours of sleep. So that's why this hair is going to stay like this today. And yeah, another thing, I never put highlight on when I do foundation wear test because of my oily skin. I just feel like it's gonna create more unnecessary shine, you know? It is 7 in the morning. Of course, I am on my way to work. This is one more check. This is the brush, And then this is the Booty Blender. I'm actually excited to see if it gets in my fine lines here. So we'll see. Who knows? Oh, and another thing, before I head out, in the past, I have noticed that SPF foundation do flashback and flash photography and has broken me out before, which is why I'm doing a 2-day wear test, because that happened with the other L'Oreal foundation, the 24-hour Infallible with the sunscreen in it. It did break me out a little. Maybe the skin works out with this one, you know? Talking about flashback, let's do a photo. I feel like it's a little bit, but nothing too crazy. You see all my junk in the back? But yeah, okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. That flash kind of scared me. All right, for real now, I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. So it's now about 5:13 in the afternoon. I didn't do a midday check-in because we're gonna be here tomorrow. Really, that's why. So this is how my face looks. I didn't turn all the lights on so you guys can really see the texture in my skin and everything. So this is the brush side, and then this is the beauty blender side. I see major collection in the nose area, but that may be the concealer because I did put concealer there, so I won't really count it against the foundation. My skin looks pretty good because I'm very oily, but really my T-zone's oily. My forehead's a little oily. The foundation, especially on the cheek area, it's intact. Like nothing has moved. And as you guys know, I don't ever touch up when I do wear tests, only so you guys can see how the foundation really works on oily skin with big pores. I don't think the primer really helped because it's not really blurring my pores. As you can see, they're there. Actually, at the 3 o'clock mark, which was the 8-hour time period, I felt like I wasn't as oily in the T-zone. It still looked pretty good at the 8-hour mark. I felt like with the beauty blender side, you were able to see more of my texture than the brush side. And the brush side was a lot more of a heavy coverage, but of course brushes just tend to do that. So what I think I'm gonna do is tomorrow use the brush only. I'm not gonna use primer, and we're gonna see how the foundation looks pretty much on moisturized skin with some setting powder, and see how it works out on this oily mug, you know? The only thing that I kind of have an issue, but this just happens with drugstore foundation, is that the actual shade, they never tell us what a undertone is. So that always sucks when it comes to drugstore foundation. But talking about that, the good part is that for L'Oreal, this one, they had the same names from the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear. So I was able to match, like mix and match my shades that way. So that was helpful too, you know? I turned another bulb on so you can tell how my skin changes and how you can't really see a lot of texture unless lights are turned down. Just want to show you guys how it looks with additional lighting. You can see the pores on my forehead. So, and at first I thought it reminded me of the Dream Urban cover, but this one I think the L'Oreal Radiant Serum Foundation has more of a coverage, and it's less hydrating in the sense where I don't look like a grease ball, because with this one I was a complete grease ball. I will see you guys tomorrow, and this is it for day 1. 10 hours. All right guys, good morning. It is day number 2. I have nothing on my skin. What we're gonna do first is get a little bit of powder with our damp beauty blender. This is the Too Faced Born This Way powder. Just a little bit. You want to get a little because then you don't want the foundation to look crepey, especially this one because a very hydrating and pretty lightweight. So this will prevent us from oil seeping through quicker, so it just slows it down, you know? And I didn't prime today because we want to see how the foundation works with the pores, targeting like the middle, because yesterday we had a super oily T-zone. We're gonna get this Smashbox foundation brush, which is so good. It's like freaking amazing. And then the L'Oreal Radiant Foundation. Spray it on here. Just put this much. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really feeling the shade yesterday. I felt like I looked a little gray, you know? But this is one layer. I don't want to put too much on the nose because of yesterday's issue. I'm gonna put a second layer. We're gonna concentrate the majority here and then work our way towards the middle. It looks pretty nice and luminous. Okay, so I'm gonna powder the rest of my face. I'm just gonna powder with the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. Leave it at that because you know we want to see how the actual foundation works. Then I'm gonna do the rest of my face, then be back. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm gonna leave concealer out of the nose crevices because we had a lot of buildup yesterday. So I want to see if it was the foundation or the actual concealer. I'm just gonna put concealer under my eyes and on kind of like my T-zone and then do the rest of my makeup. Then I'll really be back. All right, guys, I am back. Full face. Well, you guys, I did this as fast as humanly possible because it is literally, I need to show you this. It is even my phone's still asleep. It is 5:36 in the morning. I have to be at work very, very soon. So I have to wake up at 4:30 to film, and I probably will be a hot, tired mess by like 3 o'clock, but we woke up today. So we have to be grateful and thankful for that. This is how the skin looks. The only thing I put was setting powder, bronzer, blush. No highlight, nothing shiny, nothing at all. And I really love how the skin looks. It looks very natural. I forgot to mention yesterday, something I noticed is that the foundation gives like a very sort of airbrushed effect. Like my nose, you cannot see a pore like in sight. And I noticed that yesterday when I was looking at the 8-hour mark. It's just amazing because usually a foundation like this doesn't work that way because it's just that lightweight with SPF. And also talking about SPF, I had a breakout yesterday on my forehead. The only thing I could think of is this was the only thing new that I put on my face, but we'll see. I felt it yesterday, so I popped it. I know we shouldn't pop our pimples, but I did, and it kind of went away because of the skincare I used. But I did notice that yesterday at around 9:30 p.m. when I took a shower. I feel like something with foundation and SPF, it just does something to my skin that it breaks it out. I did notice it with the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. It did the same thing. And the only way I combated that was to mix foundation. So if I mix this one and like the Wet n Wild one or something like that, that helped me in the past. But I don't know if you'll get the same effect, because also I don't have sensitive skin. So the fact that my skin broke out, it's just weird. So I wanted to bring that fun fact up too. So like I said, guys, it is 5:38 in the morning. I got some sleep yesterday because I was cruda, but yeah, I think I'll be better today because yesterday it was a rough day. But you guys will see, I posted the Aventura video today, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But okay, bye. Hey guys, I'm back. I am barely surviving. It is about 12:50, close to 1 right now. This is how the foundation looks. I see on the nose, it's gathering up. So I think it wasn't the concealer yesterday. It's the actual foundation. My T-zone's getting a little bit oily. You can definitely see my smile lines, like in the crevices of the smile lines, the foundation is getting in, which is weird because that's one of the claims, it doesn't get into your fine lines. But to be fair, I haven't been sleeping a decent amount of hours the last couple days. Of course, the days I'm doing a wear test. I do notice that for some reason when I don't get sleep, I have major smile lines. But then when I get the 8 hours of sleep, they're gone. I noticed it a few months ago, so that's something I just wanted to point out. And yeah, so far I like how my skin looks. It's a hydrating foundation and it's pretty lightweight, so it's doing a lot of work for it to be a lightweight foundation. But the crevices here, like, it's pretty bad. I can't think of a foundation that has done that, at least that bad, in a long time. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I think it's been about 7 hours. I'm still awake. I don't know how, but yeah. Okay, now I'm really like losing it because I cannot speak, but I will seriously see you guys later. Bye. Hello, hello. I am still awake, just barely hanging on. Guys, I'm tired. But we're here. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, oh my God, it's been like 12 hours. You guys know I was up at 4:30 in the morning today, and I did well in the report I had to send today, thank God. Here is how my face is looking. The crevices, my pores, I feel like look better today with no primer than yesterday. I feel like I'm not as oily today, but it's probably because I put the powder first, which is good. I didn't really see much of a difference of texture with powder on before foundation, which is a good thing because sometimes it can look a little crepey through like at the end of the day. That's if you put a little bit too much. It's like a fine line how much powder you need to put, you know? I always suggest a very, very thin layer. So overall, there's no separations. My mouth is gone, but you guys, it's been a long day. Oh, I just wanted to bring up, I don't know if I said it yesterday, but L'Oreal is not a cruelty-free brand. So just a FYI. I also came back right now with the lights down low so you guys can see my skin. I did notice too, like the cheek area right here, it's like not oily, it's pretty mattified. But yeah, let me turn the lights back on. Overall, I like the foundation. I think it worked very well, especially because it was marketed. It's supposed to be a lightweight sunscreen foundation, and for me, you have to treat the product for what it is. You know, if it's lightweight, it's gonna be lightweight. I'm not gonna make it become a full coverage. If it's not really meant to, yeah, I could layer it on and I could build it up. But sometimes, again, there's a fine line. You could build it up so much, it's just gonna look cakey, and then you're probably not gonna like it. So it kind of depends on how the foundation is. When I immediately put it on, I knew it was buildable because you can tell by the texture. It is a little bit watery, so just the FYI. But overall, I liked it. I think it worked well. I love that it has the sunscreen benefit, although it breaks me out. So we spoke about that in the morning. Oh, it's right here. This is the little bump. So it's just one of those things you have to think about. It does retail for $11.99. It's currently not available in stores because I went to a Walmart and a Target and I tried looking for it and it's not available. The way I got it and the way I saw it was available, it was to do an online order and then pick up in store. I wanted to do a real wear test for all my girls and boys out there that wear foundation all day long. You guys know our days, my day today was at least 12 hours and it's only 5. So you guys, I'm sure I had someone tell me like her day doesn't end till like 15 hours. So it's you guys who I do these reviews for, so you guys can see how it works on skin like ours, you know? But I hope you enjoyed it. I like it. Would I buy it again? Probably not. But because I have way too many foundations to begin with. But will I wear it again and use it up? Yes, I will. L'Oreal, in their foundations, I've had nothing but positivity towards their foundations, and this one did not disappoint. Let me touch up with the sponge I used today to see if we get like any, you know, separation, break up. The only thing, be aware that it does collect in the nose. You see, like it's a little off, but so yeah, guys, I think this is it. And do remember, it does oxidize a very little bit, nothing too crazy. Because it was hydrating, I only wanted to use setting powders because setting powders are very thin texture, instead of putting setting powder and foundation powder and really covering up the actual liquid foundation, you know? So yeah, I think this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're planning to pick this up, or if you've picked it up already, let me know if you like it or what shade you're in so we can just compare notes. And I think that is it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.